Trump is furious over this whistleblower betrayal. Good. Hi, I'm Darren Monroe. I used to work on Kamala Harris's campaign, one of 30,000 members working on the engagement team. I also have 30 years marketing branding experience working for Universal, DreamWorks, MCA, and a whole lot of big other companies. iHeartMedia was the last place I worked. And this very week marks the anniversary 20-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, which started me helping people in the online world make money around the world. I started that because I have 30 years marketing branding experience 20 years ago, running away from a hurricane. This Chicago guy, in downtown Chicago, 30 flights up, this Chicago guy knew nothing about hurricanes. And it was insane. And I am so blessed. And these days I take you from chaos to clarity. I got a group, look in the description, link in the description, Clarity Group, and link in the homepage of YouTube. Please just go to the description or go to the homepage. Too often people comment, I want to know about the Clarity Group. And I'm like, just go to the description, go to the homepage. All right, that's it. Let's talk. Trump is too mad. Ooh, man, let me tell you what happened. So, whistleblower came out to the press and said that Doge, dummy Doge, you know dummy Doge, they did it again and they did it big. They took hundreds of millions of our socials and put it on a public cloud server. Do you know how open that is? You know what? The spy industry and the hacking industry must be having a field day over the last 8 months, because this is not the first time they've done big stupid things, but this is the latest of big stupid things that they've done. And I keep telling people, certain people gonna go to jail. Elon Musk and Doge gonna go to jail. Here's how it's gonna go. Doge is gonna go, they're gonna go after Doge. Then they're going to go after Elon. It's basically like they do with the drug dealers. They're going to get the lower level and get the high level, and they're going to give up Elon. And Elon is probably going to run his punk ass, if he's smart, out to Russia. The truth is, he's kind of arrogant. He got such an arrogance there. He might stupidly enough believe that he's going to make it. And we all know he's not. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. Doge members are going to jail. They're getting taken down. Cannot happen soon enough, but unfortunately, it won't happen as soon as we want. We're talking about roughly 3+ years. We got to get past this administration. And the whole idea, I know a lot of people want to ask me this every single time. Darren, is there any chance Kamala could come back and replace this fool? Nope. I hate saying it. But at least I'm responsible in that case. I'm not going to give you that. Well, one day the coconut will come along to the orange and make him be. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to play y'all like that. I'm not. I'm just going to keep it real with you. This is a hot freaking mess. But the fact that he's mad over the leak is amazing, because people are leaking like faucets all across that damn administration. You see how many leaks have happened in the last 7-8 months? Shoot, I mean, it's crazy. It's like Niagara Falls of leaks. And so we're watching this hot mess, but at the same time, we're also watching this man leak our most sensitive data. Let me give you a list. Here we go. I think that Doge Elon, I think that Hegseth, I think that Tulsi Gabbard, I think that Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, Stephen Miller are the top people who are going. Is there anybody else going before them? ICE agents. And I think you already know they are breaking the freaking law. They are ghetto as hell. ICE agents are ghetto as hell. I should do a video on that. ICE agents are ghetto. And they're doing the craziest shit. Pushing people around. They're doing just crazy shit. And they're throwing them out there in the middle of the city. They're not prepared. They're getting psychologically attacked from every angle, and every time they open their mouth, ooh, you talk about foulness, And I'm not saying they don't catch some. Of course they do. But it's like you're grabbing people off the streets like it's the Gestapo or something. It's crazy. You can't be doing that like Yahtzees. They won't even let you say the real name, but you know what I'm talking about. So you're just grabbing people with no identity of your own in doing that. And you think that, this whole whistleblower, here he is mad over this stupid stuff. He's mad over Pritzker. Pritzker called him names. The arrogance of this administration is amazing. It really is. Double check your content. Always get identity theft stuff. There's a lot of them. What I like to do is usually go on to things like Reddit and look and see if anybody's giving, any good tips on identity theft. But one of the things I can say is somebody who's worked as a professional for 20 years online always have backups. There's two things you want to have. You want to have security on the cloud, but you also want to have backup external drives. And my highly recommended external drive of all time, because I have used them all, baby, is Toshiba. And no, they're not, sponsors of mine. I would love them to be, because I think they would be great. But at the same time, I'm telling you, go for Toshiba. I go hard with them. I roll hard with them. Because I used to have a streaming radio station for Neo Soul Music around the clock. The only thing that could survive, only thing that could hold tight was the Toshiba drives and the Toshiba external drives. So I just love what they do. I have like 20 plus of those things, 1-2 terabyte backups. Always have your backups, because we're dealing with an administration that's so damn stupid. Mega stupid. Triple stupid. The thing is that the more he gets upset, the more he's going to upset himself, hurt his body, and get closer to death. So I know some of y'all ready to get him upset more. Y'all so bad. I know I'm not one of the people to do that, because, karma's is one. And I want you to understand the bigger picture of this. I know this stresses you out. Oh my God, people got my data. They're going to attack me. Nope. No. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to hang this out. But the problem is we're in the middle of a marathon running with sprinters. These guys are shortcut because he knows he's in bad health. So we're dealing with tyranny on a time clock. And he's counting down, and the person coming in is J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance is a slickster we got to watch and make sure we keep an eye on. But the other good news about this, and here's the good news, he doesn't have the same brand. If Trump resigns in 365 days, he's not going to be able to do what Trump did. He's not going to be able to go in there and pull this shit. He's just, Trump, I'm talking about Vance. He's not going to be able to do that. He's not going to be able to do that. It's not happening. Not happening. So keep it calm, keep it cool, stay where you're at, do not worry, because I think the bigger picture we have to look at is, despite all the leaks, all the crazy stuff that's happening, the question that always comes to me is, well, Darren, is there any way that we can get all our stuff back? Well, the good news is there's nothing that he's breaking the law on that new people coming in, the Democrats can't reverse. They can't bring lives back, of course, but there's many things they can reverse. And I think from what I'm hearing from some of these former federal employees, there are people who have access to data and ways to return stuff when it needs to be. They realized that when Doge came in, they were under attack, and they had to, make arrangements. That's the way I could say it, where they could bring systems back because they knew. I think that's what it comes down to. And I'm one of those people, I told you in the beginning, I worked on Kamala Harris's campaign. I'm one of those people who believe that Kamala Harris is going to run. And I have something on the back end of my Clarity group talking about that, the pathway to presidency. And one of the things I think that's going to happen is she's going to do reconstruction time and try to pull all of it back. But some stuff is going to take months, and other stuff is going to take years because of this Doge foolishness, because of Elon foolishness. And Elon thinks he's going to walk away, clear out this. He a motherfucking fool. It's not. It's not happening. It's not happening. Hang in there with me, people. Did I earn your subscription? Hopefully so. You definitely want to get in my Clarity group. I wish you all the best. Let us pray and move forward and keep going. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here.